Is it weird to say I think the low ground team might actually have control here? There's that pylon. That's going to help them out a little bit. Yeah, I think Boogie Boarders might have actually flipped this thing around. The only problem is, again, they are on the low ground, but they've got two teams kind of looking at each other. I want to hang back on board with EXO, though. They've got all three players still standing. There's a bunch of teams out here that are either hurt, playing with a duo, but Boogie Boarders has the ultimate high ground. The only problem for Boogie Boarders, as you can see, only one player with KP. However, it's 4 of them things, and you're in 6th place, so you're still sitting in a pretty good spot. You can see Fussy trying to take some shots at a team that's trying to relocate here. So now EXO and Boogie Boarders, both sitting in elevated positions, but on opposite sides of this circle here. They're going to be able to kind of get free pickings, almost like fish in a barrel here, but they are going to need to reposition here. Final Crazy taking some shots from the low grounds here. You can see aimbot going to turn the corner. They are inside this circle. They know that they've got another team on the low ground with them here. Boogie Boarders. Woo! Fussy absolutely raining from above, switching out to the vault. This is a really good shot here. You've got this duo underneath you in a very precarious situation. Oh, sorry, this is actually a trio. Nice jobs with the Rockets, though. That's not going to get any connection, but that does pretty well pin this team underneath you. You're going to see 2 players dropping. Rocky's going to go ahead and get 2 down, taking it to the sky is Fussy, and that's going to be EXO removed here in the 4th position. Boogie Boarders in such a great spot. They've got the high ground. They have just gotten a squad wipe, which means they've got some loot to be able to get through. The only problem now, Fussy is broken. Fussy's going to be pushing down, but you can see Rocky right behind him there with the EVA 8. Going to be pushing in here, trying to go for an alternative angle. Fussy here. Now it's going to be turning. It is last two teams. It is Boogie Boarders. It is also Final Crazy. Teddy's actually going to be able to take this high ground here with the 301. This actually might give Final Crazy the play that they needed to pull off game number 1 here. And Crazy Wednesday, you've got someone trying to roll up behind you. You see Teddy dropping down with that EVA 8, trying to go ahead and make it rain from above. And Final Crazy going to come out on top in game number 1. Sheesh. That end game was absolutely insane, y'all. I do gotta say, when we look at the way this lines up here, a lot of teams in here in Fragment East, MDY can kind of chill out here where they're at. They could potentially be the team that gets the advantage of being away from the rest of the fights, and they can get to be the, 4th, 5th, 6th party, however you want to call it. T4 here.
I see one of them.
The top of where we have ADL, Wolves, and Northside Esports. That is going to give them an angle over here across the way onto VKMDY. So kind of takes that strength from VKMDY's position away from them here. T4 does have to worry about the fact that they are going to need to rotate. Big shot coming in from QQ with the Kraber.
I'm here, so let's get you a duo.
You can see that pylon going to come in for big value. No, send me out to VKMDY. I want to sit on board with them. I think they might be in the superior position here now, especially because they've got 3 red shields. You've got multiple players, or multiple teams that are either playing as duos, or you've got a team knocked on the roof here. You've got 1 knock. So even though you've got the Storm right up against your rear here. Oh, I thought that was going to hit. That would have been absolutely big. We should allow them to move now to this rock. You've got the pylon here. Yeah, this is VKMDY's game, I think. Even though you do have a team technically up on the high ground from you. As you can see, that pylon buys you some room. You've got the teleport there to try and jump out. They're going to be able to get out of there. T4, though. Now with this high ground situation, maybe T4's in the better position. They're going to drop as they can hear fighting underneath them. I don't want to switch just quite yet because we see VKMDY's down. And actually T4 going to drop from the high ground, able to use that high ground to their advantage. Sweet dude raining in here with the 301, and it looks like, oh, with the no-scope. Shut up, stop it. Now you're just going for fancy plays. I'm gonna need you to make something happen here, sweet dude. Looks like they're just trying to use their fist, and there is no winning a gunfight. You can't be bringing your fist to a gunfight. Come on, my guy. That's going to be T4 walking away with game number 2. I want to hang on board with Boogie Boarders here. They're going to have to move from this outside portion. They've only got 12 seconds left. It does look like they might be setting up potentially
We can cruise over here.
for a Valkyrie redeploy. Not a bad idea. Now would be the time to do it. Those rockets here might buy you the space to be able to get things together. RNT in a tough spot. Yeah, they're going to be getting pushed in here. RNT out. Boogie Borders here. In a decent spot on their KP. Again, I had said earlier, I thought DNZ has the better position. I think I'm still going to have to rock with that observation here. You can see 2 purples. They've got a gold. They've got a Mastiff in hand. They don't have the best of ammo, but they do have the control as far as being in cover.
Reckon we should head left.
However, Boogie Borders, I was going to say, can take that high ground, but instead, high ground seems to be taken away. Sorry, going to be moving in. That's going to be Henley's down. It's all up to Sway. And here we go. Let's hang on board with DNZ. They are, looks like, about to be pushing out here. No, they're not pushing out here. Okay. Let's hang on board with Boogie Borders. They're on the low ground. Oh, Wrecking Ball gets eaten up by the lava. So did the black hole get eaten up by it? That one was coming down there? Is it weird to say I think the low ground team might actually have control here? There's that pylon. That's going to help them out a little bit. Yeah, I think Boogie Borders might have actually flipped this thing around. The only problem is, again, they are on the low ground, but they've got 2 teams kind of looking at each other up top. Rocky here, going to be moving in, has the EVA 8, and that's going to be Boogie Borders coming out on top in game number 3. I do feel like the Boogie Borders probably in a better situation just because of where they're at here. Emmanuel as well as VKMDY outside of this circle may potentially be looking at one another when it comes time for this fight. We see though, QQ trying to take a
Shotgun bolt here.
side angle here, try and see if they can buy a little bit of additional space for VKMDY. This could be big here though. I was gonna say, if you can push up and take this high ground, that would be very big, and that's exactly what QQ is going to do here. Granted, you're not quite into this next zone, but you buy some room for the rest of your team to be able to walk up behind you as well, right? Which then in turn is going to put Boogie Borders in a tough situation because they've got to split who they're looking at between 2 separate teams. They're now going to be getting pushed from both sides. As you can see, Boogie Borders is going to be forced to rotate back. You got 2 teams without shields at all. VKMDY does have this high ground here. 3 red Evos. Ooh, the only problem though, now you're down to just 1. Up to QQ and Q-Ling. See LOL trying to take some shots with that bow check. Oh, 88 and then the 54. Oh, this is going to be tough. You know, just as I thought, I think of the 3 teams left, Emmanuel's the only team who I don't think I said had a good position. And they're rotating in here as the full squad, fully healed up. Now looking like they may have the advantage. Asia's getting some pop shots. That should pretty well break the shield. Now going to the high ground. Asia's moving back in with that car. That's going to be VK. MDY now gone. And it's going to be up to Emmanuel. Nice shield swap here for Asia's. It's going to be a 3v1 here as you've already still got 1 down. And that is going to do it. Emmanuel on top in game number 4. MSK does have that high ground though. They're in a good spot. I think here though, I feel like Emmanuel's in a pretty solid position. But Armguard here, they do have the 5th ring in their favor. They do not need to move, whereas these other 2 teams do.
Tally on bandit out there.
Emmanuel doesn't really, actually. So Emmanuel kind of gets caught between the 2. MSK does need to rotate in from where they're at. Let us know in the chat Who you guys are expecting to see come out on top here in game number 5 of Very Crazy? So realistically, looking at positioning-wise, I feel like Armored Guard's got the advantage because they've got the building, they've got the zone. But Emmanuel is also in zone, and we know that Emmanuel, one of those names to be reckoned with, had a very strong end to Season 2. Have looked pretty good thus far. It is going to be MSK who tries to make the first push in here. The only problem, though, MSK now gets absolutely deleted. Armored Guard, now it's the last 2 teams. I want to hang on board with Emmanuel. We got Aegis taken to the sky. They're going to surround them at this building. Now they're going to have nowhere to go. You do still have the Mastiff here if you're Aegis as well. Something to keep in mind. Going to fall to the window. Has the huge angle here. That's going to be a big arc star. Yeah, this is Emmanuel going to be taking things home here with another stick as well. Breaking out the Mastiff. And that is Emmanuel. Going to be wrapping things up in game number 5 with another dub. Revenant is moving in. Now actually on the team that just pushed Boogie Borders out of this spot. Revenant has retaken this high ground, trying to rain from above. Ace-10, as you can see, did a good job with that 301 to be able to buy space for the rest of the team. Which gives RNT this high ground here in not only circle number 4, but also in the following ring. They're not going to need to move here. RNT in a very, very nice spot. Remember, RNT was one of those teams still in contention to be able to make their way up the scoreboard with a nice finish here. And RNT is currently your kill leaders as well. They've got 6 of them things. You can follow that up with a nice strong finish. Would be very, very big for them. Unfortunately, you see getting pushed here currently. There's going to be the black hole coming out. That is DNZ that is trying to push in from the low ground here. Taking back on with RNT. They're getting a quick heal all the way around. Lahim, as you can see, has the gold G7, getting some pop shots. That's 1 down. Lahim trying to see if they can go ahead and get the elimination. That's going to be DNZ now out. We've got ANT Esports, though, right behind them. They're rolling in. You've also got Holiday taken to the sky. This should be ANT. Actually able to push in here, but instead... Yeah, this is going to be, even still though, I mean, ANT right now, the only team that's got 3 alive. You've also got Holiday here, putting big shots with the Mastiff into the chest. As it is now ANT versus RNT. Let's hang on board with Kentong and company as it looks like they are about to be wrapping up game number 6 here for our crazy Wednesday